Dude, these guys are fucking insane, man. Actually, like,
we baby.
Didn't you tell people they should go fight if they're warmongering? So these people are doing what you told them to do? I mean, dude, they are, but also still not the smart thing to do. Also, imagine thinking some fucking guy who, like, hates me is, like, watching and he's like, you know what, that boy, I fucking hate him because he's an Islamo-fascist terrorist supporter who loves 9/11, wants 9/11 to happen every day. But he's got a good point. I'm going to go to Ukraine now. I'm going to go to the Ukraine, brother. Yeah.
Here at 7:30, we are live from the Ukraine-Poland border crossing where the scenes of desperation still unfolding behind me could not be stopped by many months of diplomacy. The question is, will sanctions help? New financial sanctions targeting Russia's billionaire oligarchs will be discussed by European officials later today. That's according to the Reuters news agency. Of course, Russian-owned luxury yachts and jets and property are already targets of several Western nations, including the U.S. Britain has sanctioned a dozen of Russia's billionaires so far, sanctioned them directly, and its parliament is now considering new laws that would make it harder for those oligarchs to spend their money there. MTS Tayyab is in London with that story. MTS, people are looking for anything to stop this. Good morning.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Tony. Good morning. Well, this economic crime bill is really aimed at preventing wealthy Russians from either hiding or laundering their money here in the UK. But the concern is that it's really too little, too late.
London has long been a playground for the wildly rich.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
But Prime Minister Boris Johnson says the days of dirty money are over.
That means oligarchs in London will have nowhere to hide.
Oligarchs, Russian industry titans with ties like tentacles to the Kremlin, are being targeted in tough new economic sanctions by UK lawmakers.
We will continue working through our hit list of oligarchs, focusing on their houses, their yachts, and every aspect of their lives.
But that hit list doesn't include Britain's most famous oligarch, Roman Abramovich, who's known President Putin for decades. Worth an estimated $12 billion, he owns the London soccer club Chelsea. Just last week, Abramovich put the club up for sale with a reported $2.5 billion price tag, promising to donate proceeds to victims of the war in Ukraine. But it's in property where most oligarchs store their cash.
The UK has laundered the world's dirty money for decades.
Rachel Davies is with the anti-corruption watchdog Transparency International.
We've found £1.5 billion worth of UK property that's owned by Russians who are either connected to corruption or have close ties to the Kremlin. Now, this is almost certainly just the tip of the iceberg.
This is Britain's second largest home, second only to Buckingham Palace, valued at over $400 million. It's been linked to billionaire Andrei Guryev. A New Yorker magazine investigation found it was purchased by a shell company in the British Virgin Islands. Guryev was in a meeting with Putin just days after Russia invaded Ukraine.
That's crazy, man. Dude, I'm telling you, they could absolutely expropriate. Do it.
Mikhail Friedman, who owns this multi-million-dollar London mansion, has already been sanctioned. The Russian oligarch warns sanctions won't stop Putin.
Imposing sanctions against us here just create enormous pressure for us personally, but we do not have any impact for political decision at all.
This will be about hurting Putin.
Still, the economic crime bill, which closes loopholes like the use of shell companies as a way to launder cash, is designed to put more pressure on those with close ties to Vladimir Putin and those who make it easy for them.
Here in London, we have an army of professionals, lawyers, bankers, accountants, estate agents.
So sick.
Many of them are acting with integrity, but unfortunately, a lot of them are either willfully engaging with corrupt individuals or turning a blind eye while they help them launder their money.
Now, as the war in Ukraine continues to sort of rage on, this battle to find and freeze Russian assets is really just getting started. But here's the thing, even with these new laws, the concern is that Russian oligarchs will still find ways to shield their assets from scrutiny. Tony.
Imtiaz Tayeb for us in London. Imtiaz, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Wow.